Hi, this is Joe from the Cell Phone Geek. Today we're going to do a little bit of news on July 23 of 2012. Usually talking about electronics here, but one quick thing before we jump into electronics. Sally Ride, the first U.S. woman in space, dies at age 61. She's the first one to go to space, and then she was also on a committee of, I think it started off as 3,000 people, and let's see, or 8,000 people, here it is. More than 8,000 people applied, and 35 people were selected, and her and I think it was like 5 other women were on this study, and she did pretty well. I guess she was going to go back to space, I believe, a second time, but something happened. I don't remember what it was here. But she's a great woman, and she was out in outer space. She was the first woman to go to outer space, also the youngest. So she broke 2 records. She was the youngest, and she was also the first woman to go to outer space, which is pretty neat. But she passed away today. She died at the age of 61, 17 months after she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, her foundation says. Alright, that was on BBC News, US and Canada. Alright, so we're going to jump to some electronic stuff here real quick. We got Cisco is set to lay off another 1,300 employees. They're doing some cuts. I don't know what's going on with Cisco. They seem to be doing some more cuts. They're planning to shed 14% of their global workforce. I guess they're trying to clean house a little bit here, so we'll see what Cisco holds in the future. We've got YouTube gently wants users to go by their real names on YouTube. If you have a YouTube account, they want you to use your real name instead of a handle. Says the online video service takes a swipe at nasty commenters and cleans its image by encouraging users to use their real names and link to their Google Plus profile. I'm not exactly sure what their thinking is there, but they think that if there's nasty commenters, if they have their real names on there, they can do something about it. I'm not sure what they're exactly looking for there. But that's something that Google's trying to do, I guess, here recently within the last 37 minutes. They want everybody to use their real names on YouTube. We'll see how that goes here. We got Microsoft explains how Windows 8 smokes Windows 7. It's supposed to be faster. Windows 8 acceleration improvements versus Windows 7. Faster rendering of text, geometry, and images are explained. Okay. I guess we'll see what happens with that as well. And it looks like cargo craft aborts approach to space station after test failure. Russian flight controllers are emulating problems with a new Windows system that triggered an abort during approach of an unmanned process supply ship during a test. Yeah, I don't know, they may have some issues with outer space stuff. Hopefully they get that corrected so they can get the supplies they need to the space station. Let's see if there's anything else good here. Twitter wants a bigger part of live events, but I don't know if that's really going to happen. Twitter started off pretty good, pretty powerful, and then it seemed like it kind of faded away. Not too many people were tweeting too much. I guess for TV shows and stuff, they still drop in the bottom. If you look in the bottom left of your corner, I believe it's the @ symbol, and then they got usually the name of the show. If you type that into your Twitter account, you can tweet about that show, and you can view all those comments and stuff. But I don't think it's that big. People just use Facebook. They kind of took Twitter's idea and put it into Facebook themselves, since everybody's using Facebook more than Twitter. Back to school tech gifts. Let's see, of 2012. Let's see what they show. Yeah, video here. Looks like they got an iPad with a keyboard. They got some type of speaker setup. They got a PS3 or PlayStation 3 controller, the Mac TV, a Kindle or Nook there, and some type of backup device, it looks like. Or is it an all-in-one printer? This is all-in-one printer. It says iPhone, MacBook, PSP, laptop, smartphone, back to school TV, top 5 for students. Well, if you have an iPad, I don't think you need a Nook or a Kindle, because it does the iPad does that plus way more. The Nook or Kindle, all it does is read books, and the screen set up on this one right here in the picture doesn't even have, well, I guess it goes kind of on the internet, but not exactly, and it's only black and white. It works like the old calculator screens, moves some metal parts around, but that's for another time. But I would just buy the iPad. I don't know why they have a picture of both, but I guess people choose one or the other. I would say if you have the money, I would choose the iPad because you can almost use that and replace your laptop almost completely. Um, and I guess Apple TV, you don't really need that either because you can get the cables for the iPad and you can hook it up to any TV you like, and you can play anything from your iPad or you can stream it from your Apple desktop or your Apple laptop, which is a video for another time, but you can do it that way, so you don't even need Apple TV. I guess the only nice thing about Apple TV is you can leave it hooked up all the time, and then you can pull up stuff. You can use your iPad as the remote to control it. But there's a feature also you can show whatever's on your iPad screen on your TV through Apple TV. But the iPad and the Apple TV, they seem kind of slow right now. It doesn't work as great as I thought it was going to work. I watched some videos. You can watch some videos on YouTube. Just demoing it, and it's very delayed, and I don't know. It's not real smooth, but they should work that out eventually. So let's see. They got the iPhone 5 rumor roundup. It tracks all the iPhone 5 rumors from the likely to the crazy that you've heard so far in 2011 and 2012. Let's see. It says after unveiling the improvements of iPhone 4S in 2011 instead of radically different in iPhone 5, Apple has returned to its development labs to cook up the next iteration of its popular iPhone. 2012 reveals the new iPhone 5 roll. Apple's gates. Bigger leap forward than the iPhone 4 was. A lot of people are saying that this is supposed to be a great phone. A lot of people are, well, more, and then more people are saying it's going to be a crappy phone. Their stock's been going down the last few days. But I don't know if that's just a marketing idea to say that this phone's going to be crappy, and then when it comes out next month, the stock's going to go way up because the phone was real popular, and then some of the people that already had stock in iPhone, or actually in Apple, are going to make some money because it's going to go way up. I don't know. So you may want to purchase, I'm not big in stocks, but you may want to purchase some stocks in Apple. And maybe we'll be lucky when the new iPhone and the iPad Mini, I guess they may be calling it, the small iPad with a 7-inch screen comes out. You may be making some money. You may make quite a bit of money if the stock jumps back up. But that's up to you. That's your risk. I'm not responsible. Production. They started production already in Shanghai. They're waiting for the fourth quarter of July 19th. Yeah, conference with Verizon's CFO. Let's see, July 18th, they had more new cases. They're showing up in China sources. Let's see. Should have a thinner screen. I'm not sure. Okay. In new cell technology enables the screen's touch sensors and LCD be consolidated into one single layer. This would result in a thinner screen and a cheaper production price. I guess, which is good, so the phone costs less to make. But does that mean that the phone's going to cost less, or is it still going to be just as much, or are they going to charge more for the phone? I guess we'll find out when it comes out. That also should mean that they should be able to put a bigger battery in it so you get longer life. But I guess we'll find out with that when it comes out. Something about the stockpile of SIMs. Smaller than a regular SIM card that could allow Apple to include a bigger battery in its next headset. So they're saying because of the SIM card slot, you're not able to put such a big battery in. Okay. Well, maybe that's the case. So now they got a smaller SIM card for the phone that's internal. They can put a bigger battery in, so it should last longer. And let's see. We've got the taller phone with a center camera. It's already in production. Pre-order now accepted. I guess you can pre-order the iPhone 5 now for $160. and 1100, but I'm not sure why it's such a big difference. I don't understand that, what they're talking about there. But that was July 12th, so it's been changing a lot. It's supposed to have the quad-core A6 chip, so it should be a little bit faster than the previous one. They keep talking about it might have a smaller dock connector. I don't know if that's gonna be good or bad, because that means that you won't be able to charge your new iPhone in the same cable you use to charge your iPad or your iPod Touch. So I hope, hopefully they figure that out. Hopefully they're making the right choice there. And they keep talking about rumors keep spreading about a bigger iPhone. The iPhone may actually be bigger. They're trying to get the new software developers trying to get the iOS 6 with the new iPhone. Auto layouts necessary to launch. I don't know. I don't know if iPhone or the iOS 6 is gonna come out when the iPhone does. I think it sounds like they're planning on it, but I don't know if the iPhone or iOS 6 is gonna be that great. You could look at some other reviews online, see what other people are talking about it. I don't know. A lot of people are saying that the new operating system, iOS 6, is pretty bad. It's not any better than what there is now, with some more bugs in it. So that's not good. Alright. Let's see. There's 3 web services worth paying for. Believe it or not, even the cheapskate is willing to pry open his wallet for these subscription-based services, which offer great value for the money. I like a lot of free stuff, and I don't know. Let's check out what they've got here. Because I don't pay for Netflix or anything like that. I use the free episodes or whatever from Hulu. Otherwise, I just watch movies, really. I don't really watch much live TV at all. Except for maybe the news, but I even pull that up on my phone or on my iPad. Otherwise, I just watch a lot of movies. Rent it from the Redbox. Stuff like that. Let's see. Follow up then. I don't know what that means. Free and efficient email reminder. If you've ever been more convinced of anything, email should come with a snooze button, a way to defer messages to a later time or a date so they remind you to do something and don't get buried into your inbox. Follow up then is that snooze button. Just forward an email or respond to a new one to a future time address like 9 a.m. at followupthen.com or July 28 at followupthen. When the time and date comes, that message blurbs to the top of your inbox. Simply efficient and ingenious. You can actually use Follow Up Then for free, but a mere $24 per year gives you a premium subscription that includes SMS, reminders, calendar, integration, I don't know, attachment support, online follow-up agreements, worth every penny if you ask me. So you're going to pay $24 a month, so then you can have your emails delayed to you instead of getting them instantly. I guess if you're getting thousands of emails, that may be helpful, but at the same time, if you're getting thousands of emails, obviously somebody sold your email to another company and they were pretty much spamming you. So I don't really see the purpose or reason for this, especially if you're trying to get important emails. It's probably not the best idea to be running that program. Alright, then we got Netflix, of course, is number 2. It says, about a year ago, everyone was up in arms over Netflix's services charge, which included a separation of its streaming and DVD by mail services and higher monthly rates for both. But you know what? Netflix is still the best deal on the planet. I'm referring mostly to the streaming service, which gives you unlimited access to a Mammal's library of movies and TV shows. Okay, so they made up a word there. Commercial-free movies and TV shows. Cough, Hulu, cough. Okay, so Hulu does have a little bit of commercials, but it's not a big deal. It's only a few minutes. You watch it right at the beginning before the episode starts, and then you never have to watch commercials again. Once the episode's over, yes, that's because it's free, so you have to watch a little bit of commercials, which is fine. Compared to paying for Netflix, you pay the monthly fee, and then you can watch stuff. But the problem with Netflix is their movies and TV shows are like way outdated. They don't have any of the new movies or TV shows that are currently out or playing. Like, okay, I understand movies that are at theaters can't show those. But once those are not in movie theaters, you can rent them at the movie theater. I mean, you can rent them at a movie store or Redbox. Or once they're on DVD, you can just go out and buy the DVD. But Netflix never has those movies, which I never figured out exactly. I don't know, they have something with rights or something. They're not able to purchase the rights for brand new movies. So all the movies that Netflix has are older. That are like what I've seen. I know somebody that has Netflix, and you can try it free for a month, see what you think. But I don't know. It never really appealed to me because why do you want to watch some old movies that you've already seen? Like a lot of the old movies are like 5 years or older, and I've seen those movies. And okay, some of the movies are pretty good, but I don't know. You can only watch a movie so many times before you get sick of it. And TV shows, those are old TV shows. They don't even update them very often, and it's old shows that are usually either off the air or is like on season 6 now, and they have season 1 on Netflix. So that's kind of goofy. I don't know. But then now they're starting to do some adding apps and stuff to Netflix so you can stream the content onto your internet connected device, like your smartphone, your tablet, your Roku boxes, your game console, and a Blu-ray player, as long as it's got internet apps that you can install on the Blu-ray player. So you can use Netflix on there, which I guess is a nice feature. They should have had that a long time ago when they first started off, but I guess they didn't know how it was going to go, so they had to pay a developer to write the apps for that. So at least they have that, but they need to improve their movies and TV shows. Then we've got Sugar Sync. It's a cloud storage. Is a must nowadays, whether it's for backing up critical documents or syncing data between all of your devices. Dropbox is a favorite, but I prefer Sugar Sync for one simple reason. It lets me share or sync any folder I want, not just those I drag into a sync umbrella. What's more, Sugar Sync's freebie account gives you 5 gigs of space to play with versus just 2 gigs from Dropbox, but you'll probably end up wanting more, in which case you can get 30 gigs for $50 per year or 60 gigs for $100. I guess that's per year as well. They didn't say that, but okay. Dropbox now offers 100 gig for $100, so it's better. It's a better deal if you don't care about the whole folder sync thing. So they're saying with the Sugar Sync for $100 you only get 60 gig compared to 100 from Dropbox, but then you can also sync all of your devices together and you can sync multiple folders. With Dropbox you have more space, but you can only sync, I guess, 1 or 2 folders. I'm not sure. I don't use Dropbox that often. I just use the free version, which works good enough for me because I don't need to share everything that's on all of my computers with every single device. I've got a desktop and 2 laptops and a smartphone and an iPad, but I don't really see the need to sync all the same data on all those devices. You really don't, I don't know. I do different things on each device, so it's just that's not for me. But I guess some people, they like to have the same exact data on every single computer they own. So I guess this will work good for them. Let's see, and that's pretty much it for 3 web services that you can purchase that people pay for. There is a new case for the iPhone. This 650,000 watt iPhone case is a real stunner. The Yellow Jacket iPhone case prototype combines phone protection with personal protection in the form of a built-in stun gun. Let's see, a victim was last summer. Seth Froome. He created a Yellow Jacket and iPhone case crossed with a taser. The project is currently up in Indigo for fundraising. As far as stun guns go, the Yellow Jacket makes sense in that you are likely to have it with you at all times, a convenient place where you can reach it when you need it. However, you might be nervous having that 650,000 volts of electricity surging around your phone. Froome says that the tests of the prototype have shown that calls stay connected during discharge. Your next concern might be accidentally stunning your ear while having conversation. There is both a safety switch and a safety cover to prevent that, but you'll want to handle this case a lot more careful than you would, say, an outer box. It would be the most unpleasant butt dial you've ever experienced. That to me is kind of weird. I don't know, a stun gun connected to your iPhone? I don't really see the purpose, but hey, if that's for you, that's for you. Looks like it's just a prototype for now, but my guess is not going to be very cheap. It says they're reaching their goal of $100,000. The early bird special is to be $65 for the versions that are already sold out, and the retail is $125. But most recently going for $100 on Indiegogo. So it looks like you can buy it for about $100. But I don't know. Like they said, you put it in your back pocket and you zap your butt. Won't be too pleasant, or zapping your ear. And then it's got two safeties on it. But what happens when you want to taser the people or the person or whatever that's attacking you, and you forget to hit those safeties off? It won't be working too well. But I guess this is kind of a smart idea. Let's see what happens with that in the future. We got 30 best iPad games here on Cnet. Try to figure out which iPad games to buy with your hard-earned dough. Here's a look at the currently 30 favorites. I'm not having time to go through every single of these games, but pretty much you can find on Cnet. Just type it in Cnet search. Go to cnet.com. Go to their search box at the top. Type in 30 best iPad games. Talk about all these games here in this video you can watch. And let's see, the 15 hot reviews for summer's hottest days. You get the Samsung's Airflighter, the smallest investment. According to manufacturers, a waterproof, shockproof, dirtproof, and snowproof, life-proof case for the iPhone 4 and 4S. The case costs millions of dollars to design. With that in mind, the case's $60 price tag seems a little less crazy. This case is slimmer than its tough case competitors, thanks to a clear plastic shield that protects your screen and your iPhone from the elements. The plastic shield is flexible, too. It feels like thick plastic food wrap under the fingers, but less sticky and more durable. Let's see, let's check out this case for the iPhone 4 and 4S. Okay, I think I showed this case a little bit on my last news day. So they're just talking about it again. It's between $57 and $80 for this case. So it's supposed to be just a little bit thicker than your iPhone normally is, which is good because like the outer box, like I talked about earlier, it's that is a very thick case. So it makes your iPhone like a brick, makes it real big and hard to fit in your pocket. So by using this case, it looks like that makes the phone look pretty thin, which the phone is pretty thin, and it'll fit in your pocket real easily. But then I remember something with this life-proof case. If you want to use the headphone jack, you have to get a cord. Yeah, here it is. You have to get a special cord so you can plug in your regular headphones if you don't have Bluetooth headphones. But I guess if it protects your phone and it's better than the outer case and it's cheaper than the outer case, I guess I'd go for it. Alright, well that's it for today. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, and post any comments and concerns you have. Have a great day.